I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is the best Disney Spider-Man project we've had in years. No Way Home was alright. Tom's suit was just trash. Like the shot when he's compared to the other Spider-Man is just ass. But anyways, rather than talking about the show as a whole, I'd like to talk about one aspect. The adaptation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Okay, that's technically two. With a video premise this simple, I'll be judging the aspects of Spider-Man's adaptation by their personalities, home lives, hero lives, and their rogues gallery. If you're wondering why Spider-Man and Pete specifically, it's because a lot of people like to separate like Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Like, Andrew is a good Spider-Man, but he's a bad Peter Parker. Whatever that means. I'm just going with the cultural zeitgeist, you know. Let's just get into it. I'm not wasting no time with these intros anymore. Wait, spoilers for like the entire fucking show, kinda. Bold Spider-Man opinion, but Peter is a character that should be adapted and never directly translated, at least during high school. Adult Peter, I don't give a shit. He's just like kind of like a dude at that point. This is why I personally don't think Andrew is a bad Peter, but a good Spider-Man makes fucking sense, because he as in Spider-Man, should reflect the people during his era, like when the movie came out. So why would Peter still be a stereotypical nerd? No, he should be more edgy. Like the 2010s, were you there? Everybody was edgy as fuck. He would do, like skaters and shit. It makes sense. Andrew's character makes sense to be that type of Peter. He lives in New York, for Pete's sake. I'm so sick of Peter being a fucking nerd. You live in New York, dude. Let's not try to sugarcoat how you gonna act. Let me calm down. My little thesis for that rant is that like Spider-Man should encapsulate what is nerdy / popular during the time. And skating is nerdy as shit if you really get into it. So, and everything. Andrew's still a fucking nerd. I don't care. I dick ride this nerd. I need to move on. That being said, Peter in this show gives off like, I really wish I had never phrased for it. I should have done research before recording, but golden retriever boy energy. Definitely a 2020, late 2010 thing. I'm sorry, dude. But it's a good adaptation of Peter, let's be honest. He was kind of like that in the comics to begin with. And hands down, this might be one of my favorite adaptations of Peter, like, period. He's not bullied, he's not a normal kid, yet he's not a super genius. Like, it's all balanced in this show. There's people smarter than him, dumber than him, people who look up to him. That shit is so refreshing, dude. Like, oh my god, name a nigga that looks up to fucking Tom Holland, Peter Parker. Nobody. He's not overly bullied like Toby. He's not like a little skater boy like Andrew. And he's not a loser like Tom. He's not in that super school with like super duper geniuses who are all spider people like fucking 2016 Spider-Man. This legit might be the perfect adaptation of Peter Parker. Other than the two other Spider-Man shows, those were actually pretty good and spectacular. But this is good, guys. Guys, it's good. Okay. Now that we got his like little presentation, his personality out the way, I want to kind of focus on his friends. Wow, his friends? More than 2 friends he has in this show? Okay. He has I'm gonna butcher this. Nico Minoru, his female best friend, his Lonnie Lincoln, his lab partner, his Harry Osborn, his guy friend. What's her name? Pear. That's his like little crush. It's a black woman, of course. I don't know. I love the fact that they get black love interest, both Tom and this Spider-Man. It's so cute. We have Finesse. She was also a lab mate at Oscorp, not at school. Amadeus Cho, another lab mate. There was this lab mate from Wakanda, I forget her name. And Dr. Connors, his mentor / I don't know how to, his supervisor for his lab course at Oscorp or whatever. Also, like, she's kind of feeling a Dr. Octopus role. And yeah, you heard me right. She's a female and she's black, which is interesting because he's always been a white man. But I'm open to this type of shit. For reference, Tom has like 2 friends. One of them is his girlfriend, so that doesn't count as a friend, nigga. You have 1 friend. Depressing. Not only does this dude have friends, they are essentially the core of the show. Like, literally, the themes of the show surround, like, his relationships and how he navigates being both Spider-Man and Peter Parker. It's just so good, dude. You know what I'm also a fan of? Aunt May being young. I don't care. At first you think it's weird, but you just get used to it, because if the MCU is anything, she's just gonna fucking die anyway. So essentially the same thing, but better, because she actually fucking dies on like the comics when she keeps coming back when she should be fucking dead. She's old as shit, dude. You gave up your whole life just to save your fucking dying aunt. It is not that serious. Let that girl die so you can have some pussy. Anyways, Uncle Ben is also dead here. So he just lives with his mama, which is okay. Mama is an Aunt May, but that's basically his mama. The creator has said that he already learned the lessons from Ben, so he's applying them already, which is very interesting to see. Because, now this is spoilers, for like episode 7, I think, Osborn teaches him with responsibility. With great responsibility comes great respect, which is interesting. That's twisting what Uncle Ben said to him. You can see that fucks him up. But we haven't seen Uncle Ben actually say that to him, but it's, again, implied by the creators, which is not that great of storytelling, but I don't mind. And I'm still interested nonetheless. And with that, we're basically done with the Peter segment. There's not much to Peter in, like, both the comics, the shows, the movies. So I just want to talk about his home life, his school life, his relationship with his friends. He doesn't do much in school, by the way. Like, school is barely in this show, honestly. Also, Doctor Strange is there. They're not, like, too close. And also, Daredevil appeared. It's still not too close. They don't even know each other. He was actually a bad guy. But yeah, I wanted to get those out the way. So now we can make it transition into fucking Spider-Man, guys. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is actually, like, pretty damn good in this show. He isn't, like, the best Spider-Man. I think his quips kind of suck, because he is Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which is unfunny as fuck. So that's a whole negative. One of my favorite things about this show is that it adapted Identity Crisis, kind of, in its own way, which I like. I prefer this shit. Again, from the beginning, I prefer if you adapt stuff and modernize it instead of straight up fucking putting the page to fucking animation. That's just boring to me. I'm sorry. You guys gotta realize that's a bad idea. One day you guys gotta realize that's a bad idea. But this show has 3 main suits, but I only want to talk about 2 suits because the first main suit is the homemade one. It's okay, I don't really care about it. But I wanted to talk about the Oscorp suit and the final suit, okay? So I'm gonna start with the Oscorp suit. I don't know why they did this, but it's the Future Foundation suit. And it's just so weird to me to do that, but I don't really mind. It's okay, I guess. I do like how Norman Osborn gave to him. It's very cool and like emblematic in this series. It's just interesting. Again, his relationships with something to do with him. It's really cool. He gets his ass beat by fucking Scorpion in this suit, and it's so fucking good. It's so worth it. And also, he fights the female Rhino girl in this suit. I don't know what to call her. Just a woman Rhino thing. I don't know. Funny though. Also, this is like a little tangent, but it has been revealed that Spider-Gwen is in this show. At first, I would be mad. But the way they storytell already is so good. Like, imagine the death of Gwen Stacy. But then add the ghost spider shit to it. That could be peak fiction. Like, the reason why she died was already because of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. But now you can add the fact that she became Spider-Man, maybe to be like Peter Parker or Spider-Man. That's crazy as fuck. Okay, I just wanted to pad out time before I get to the final suit, because this series is short, so this video will be kind of short. And the final suit, it's kind of perfect. It's a good modernization of the classic suit, I will say that. I like it. I like it a lot. I love how it's not like overly designed. It doesn't have like super Spider-Man powers. It's more like generic, you know? It's just the classic suit. And one more thing I'd like to say. I personally do not mind the suit earning in this series because the series just is so good. Again, the identity crisis episode is good. The way he gets the shit beaten out of him, and like the Oscorp suit is physically like wrecked, so he needs a new suit. That is good too. They like make him get the suits, and it's interesting to me because I kind of don't like when he just gets a suit. Like Toby just gotta making the that gorgeous suit out of nowhere. Okay, bro, you're kind of pushing how much of a genius he is, you know? But I prefer this over Tom Holland just having shitty suits. Holy shit, I don't like one of his suits. I don't care. Why is it black and blue? I mean, black and red. It should be red and blue. Why is that so hard? Oh, rant. We need to move on. Oh my god. I'm sorry, another bold opinion. After shit like the MCU and Spider-Verse, I am glad to have a Spider-Man who's just in fucking New York, okay? Modern Spider-Man problem, that's insane. Like, that's such an insane ass to have Spider-Man in New York. Anyways, his villains are like very fun. Again, they're all in New York. His main foes are the Scorpion, Doc Ock, kinda is looming in the background, very cool. The pseudo Rhino I talked about in the last segment, some tech enhanced thugs, Daredevil technically, and that's pretty much it. It's not bad of a roster. I actually really like it. Nobody really overstays their welcome. I wish Daredevil overstayed his welcome. Other villains are alluded to. There's the Chameleon, like he actually shows up, but he's not a villain. He was talking to like the street gang. And Dr. Connors, who is the lizard, as everybody knows, but she's just Dr. Connors right now. Some heroes appear too. I said Daredevil already, but he was fighting Spider-Man, so he's kind of a villain, sorta. And Doctor Strange. He's at the start of the series and at like the last episode. It like, holy shit, it wraps around so cool. I don't want to spoil the show, but it's really cool. So yeah, in his hero life, he has no friends other than Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn, which is alright. I don't really mind that. Damn it, dude. They wanted to use the Fantastic Four in the series, and I really wish they did because, ooh, you pissed me off because I need a canon storyline and like animation where like Peter and Johnny Storm are friends, both as Spider-Man and as like fucking Peter. I don't fucking care. I just want them to talk in like media, dude, not just comics. At the end of it all, I think this is a near perfect adaptation of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. More so Spider-Man, because like the early years just haven't been adapted to my liking, especially in the movies. It just kind of becomes Spider-Man, which is not a bad thing, but I wish they like went through more trials and tribulations before they became Spider-Man, you know? Became Spider-Man. I don't know, but the way they adapted Identity Crisis was just so charming, and it just helped me seal the deal for like this being Spider-Man. Even though it recontextualizes the Future Foundation suit, maybe we'll get a better one in the future of this show for however long this runs. Hopefully for a long time. This could go forever. This could be like the Young Justice of Marvel. This discussion was like really fun. I think I'm gonna make it an annually thing, you know? Every year around this time, I'll make a Spider-Man video and I'll talk about adaptation. And if it's too short of adaptation, like 2016, I can make like a short about it or something, or a small video about it. So you gotta comment. You gotta comment which Spider-Man you want me to talk about. Oh, I gotta give you engagement. You gotta subscribe too, so you know when I make the video, when I post the video. Okay? I just haven't been talking about comic books on this channel at all. It's just been Persona and video games, and it's just like, it's so refreshing.
Ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck, For the nights like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk, yo. You always got my back, and of course I got your back, don't you